Supersonics Money Transfer is giving you an unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October. Yes! From now till the end of October, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice when you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland with Supersonics Money Transfer. Amazing! So from now till the end of October, every time you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice. Only 100 bags available, so hurry now and be part of the 100 lucky winners in this special unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October with Supersonics Money Transfer. Enjoy our safe, fast, reliable and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia with charges starting from $0. Yes! Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. The unbeatable bonanza with Supersonics.
Fatu's Guest House. Yeah, Fatu's Guest House. dama ne jox leen ma seen noppa yéen ñi nga xam ne ni bëgg ngeen a dem Farafenni nag ñu bari den fay bëgg a dem di xalaat ndax am naa mbokk aw ma mbokk fan laay dem dëkk ak fan laa du dem dëkk seen coono jeex na seen xalaat jeex na te si biir yaa Fatu's Guest House ñu ngi leen fa amal li nga xam ne ni moom mooy c'est ko self container
saala cabinet
ñaari cabinet ak saal
single room
néegi nag nekkul ne la naa jox waaye duñ leen laaj mooy sore naa ñëw indiwaale leen seen yére kase ndaxte yére yi sax foo leen koo def ñu ngi leen ko amal saala cabinet yi bu nekkaa nga am lal bu nooy saal bi ñu ngi ko defar ba mu yaaña toogu yi nekk fa télé bi nekk fa channel bi nekk fa channel bu la neex ngay cuun waaye nag amuñ si loolu rek yéen ñi nga xam ne yéenay dem ak seen famille ak seen njaboot benn nit wala ñaari nit ñu ngi leen fa amal waañ yu baax waañ yu yaaña bagage yi waañ yëpp ñu ngi fa yow yaay xool loo bëgg a togga rek nga teg si gaz bi daal di taal togga lekk sa xol sedda
léegi tamit nag aman lañ leen lii di AC ak ñu nga xam ne fan rek lañ am waaye amuñ si loolu rek ñu ngi leen amal fu nga xam ne foofu ngeen di toog ngeen fiixlu seen xel dal ñu ngi leen amal ndox ak courant 24 hours amuñ si loolu rek njëg bi yomb ba bëgg a dee
fu ñu nekk nag neex a xam ba bëgg a dee si gannaaw gaaraas si base bi foofu sa Farafenni lu néew rek ngay dox am si marché bi jënd loo bëgg delluwaat sa kër ak yaa Fatu's Guest House mun nga noo jokkoo ñun si 790 1355
35 30 489
email si ombay7843@gmail.com si yaa Fatu's Guest House so leen fa demee dinañ leen jox customer care service bu baax seen xolay sedda ba ni ngeen fay jógee yaa Fatu's Guest House yaa Fatu's Guest House lii leen amal yéen ñuy dem Farafenni saay bo leen tëddee nelaw leen ndaxte yaa Fatu's Guest House génne na seen coono bi yëpp fii si biir dëkk bi.
Printing and design SB Printing and Design dama bëgg ngeen jox ma noppa bu baax bi yéen ñi nga xam ne ni da ngeen am seen kër yi ees yéen ñi nga xam ne ni da ngeen am ay boutique wala ay salon wala lépp li ngeen xam ne ni méngoo na ak wàllu peinture ak design jokkoo leen ak ki nga xam ne ni moom mooy uyo si Seeku Bojang xarañ lool si liggéeyam xam lu muy def mun ko te di ko def ak SB Printing Design lépp loo leen nama si xeetum design paint and everything li ngeen soxla si seen boutique seen néeg seen kër yi ees yi dama ne jokkoo leen ak moom si 331 3415 331 3415 ñu nekk foofu sa Serekunda ci Kistown jokkoo leen ak ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñooy SB Printing Design ñu designal leen ba seen xol sedda li sedda sa xol ñun loolu moo ñu soxal ak SB Printing Design taaral sa kër taaral sa dëkkuwaay.
Hello, this is Gttv News. I am Aisa Tukuli and thanks for joining us. First, the headlines in local and sport news. Gambia registered 2 new deaths and 23 new COVID-19 cases. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice on Monday presented the bill on a new draft constitution tabled before the National Assembly for a first reading. The National Assembly resumed sittings on Monday, 14 September, with the draft constitution, but a group of journalists were denied access to cover the third reading. At the weekly interministerial press conference, the Minister of Information, Communication and Infrastructure, Ibrahim Silla, updated the media on various ministerial situations affecting the country from various ministries. The head coach of the Scorpions on Monday reveals his provisional squad, which comprised of 40 players selected for AFCON friendly in October. Now the news in details. Stay tuned. Now the news in details. Gambia registered 2 new deaths, bringing the total number of confirmed deaths in the country to 105, and 23 new cases, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 3,428. The country currently has 1,586 active cases and 448 probable cases. On to the next story. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice on Monday presented the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia for a first reading. If the bill is passed by the Parliament, the draft Constitution will be sent to the IEC for a referendum. Our Lamin MCC reports.
The third ordinary session of the National Assembly commenced on Monday as lawmakers resume sittings. At the start of the session, the Minister of Justice, Dauda A. Jallow, handed the copy of the draft Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia 2020 to the Clerk of the National Assembly. The Minister will return to the National Assembly on Wednesday, where he will share with deputies the general merits and principles of the bill during the second reading. This is followed by a crucial debate on the merits and principles of the bill by lawmakers. After this, a member shall move a motion for the bill to be referred to a committee. The bill is the most important for the country because it will determine how the country should be governed. From there, the bill will be sent to the IEC to conduct what we call a referendum for Gambians to vote yes or no as to whether they want the 1997 Constitution or to adopt a new one. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Mariama Jack Denton, urged parliamentarians as they are representing the people of the Gambia to treat the bill judiciously and objectively without fear or favor. The draft constitution provides two-term limit of access belongings by an elected president and sources of funding by political parties. Meanwhile, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, President Adama Barrow, is expected to appear on Thursday before the parliamentarians for a national address. Reporting for Gttv News, I am Lamin MCC.
The third ordinary session of the National Assembly in 2020 legislative year commenced on Monday, 14th September 2020, but some journalists were denied entry. Only 3 media houses were allowed. More on this report. The third ordinary session of the National Assembly 2020 legislative year, which commenced today, Monday, 14 September 2020. But we are denied entrance at the chambers of the National Assembly. And only 3 media houses are allowed to cover today's session. And Gambian Talents TV is always at the National Assembly to cover sittings. It's not only when it is national events. We are always at the National Assembly to cover sittings. So why are journalists being denied entry to the chambers of the National Assembly and select only few media houses? Speaking to some journalists at various media houses who were also at the National Assembly ground expressed their frustration and said they are disappointed. Every media houses, being it online, state or private, deserve to be at chamber today. Joseph Taylor, commonly known to many as Flex Dan, editor at Gainako Online News, said he is disappointed and even today's session was not well publicized. Let's take a listen.
in our history. This is our job, to make sure that the Constitution, which is going to the third republic, is covered. The laying of this bill must be covered by different media houses. I just went in there with my vehicle. The only reason they allowed me to go in with my vehicle is because a minister was behind me. I spoke to a number of National Assembly members when I went in.
What was their response?
They said that they are looking at this thing. They said that they are going to try to address this issue. That is not good enough.
What does this mean for the New Gambia?
This is just, I don't know. It means that our people will not be that well informed about their constitution. Because there's going to be only some few media houses that they cherry pick, that they say are allowed to go in there and cover. So how is the reach? How are people going to know about these things? Even this session today was not well publicized. And yet we come, you as a citizen should have the right to go in there. If they have a capacity, if they reach the capacity, they tell us that they have reached the capacity. And then they stop people from entering. That is understandable because of COVID. But we don't know whether they have reached their capacity. They are stopping people from going in because of you're not coming from iAfrica TV, you're not coming from GRTS, or you're not coming from QTV. Discrimination. This is unbelievable. And that same National Assembly gave how much $1 million he said that they're giving that to the media. Huh? Is this how you empower the media? Is this how you empower your citizens, your constituents, who are supposed to be the ones to feed off the information we provide to them? I am utterly disappointed, and honestly, this will go down in history. And we as media should make sure we document this, that we were stopped from documenting this point in history. That's why we couldn't put it out there. And they said that we should go to QTV and iAfrica TV. Me, I'm so disappointed. I'm just going to go home and go and watch the internet. That's what they want us to.
Myla from Point newspaper shared a similar opinion and said this is the first time in the history of the Gambia he's hearing such.
A full-time journalist with the Point newspaper.
You came here to cover these proceedings at the National Assembly. And what did you feel when you realized that you are not allowed entry?
Yeah, I feel bad and shocked and disappointed, because this is the first time in the history of the Gambia I'm hearing this, because I started covering the National Assembly since the former regime up to now. And the excuse they give it us is about because of COVID-19. That is why they don't allow much for many media houses to be enter and cover the proceeding. As they say, this is a very important moment for the Gambia because it is our constitutions and people should know what is in there and what the members of the parliament are going to say about this new draft constitution, what people are still waiting. Because this is very important and this is very, going to be a life, history in our lifetime as Gambia is concerned. Because this is a new Gambia we all working for, and this is a new Gambia we all are crying for, and this is new Gambia we are all clapping for. But this time now, especially today, is the most sadness day in my life as 2020 is concerned, because I was happy, since they said on the 14th of September 2020 they are going to pass this new draft constitution to the National Assembly. But more disappointed now, I informed that they told me that they invite only 3 media outlets in this country. That is Gttv, GRTS, and iAfrica, and they asked us to go and follow those people so they can have our information on a news story. I said, how can that be possible? Because the authority of the National Assembly, they don't give us any credit, and we cannot sit and follow those people whilst we are also we want to see witness the procedure. That's the most credible information we can get it from there. We can misquote people, and when we publish the story, they said we don't say it. Even they say if they can deny the fact, they don't say it. Because I was very disappointed, and because the National Assembly and members for Serekunda came, we explained the matter and moved the motion. But the most disappointing thing the speaker said, he said he cannot do anything about it now until they make a consultation. Who are they going to consult with this matter? It's an urgency and we need this. This is an emergency issue. You cannot distance media from covering a national city. This is a national bantaba. People need to be informed about this draft constitution. But how are they going to inform? How many people follow GRTS? How many people are following QTV at this time? How many people are there watching, sitting, watching iAfrica online because of this sitting? People are listening to radio station will call their reporters to update them 3 o'clock news. But how can they inform you because they don't know how to enter? So this is very disappointing moment. This is very disappointing.
At the 6th weekly interministerial press conference chaired by the Minister of Information, Communication and Infrastructure, Ibrahim Silla, updated the media on various ministerial situations affecting the country. Our Marijan Adomu files in this report.
Minister of Information Ibrahim Silla told journalists that according to NDMA, recent floods and windstorms has affected 20,708 people, 912 households in addition. The agency has recorded a data damage to 84 water points and 151 sanitary facilities. Honorable Silla further reveals that NDMA officials are collecting data on the impact of the climate harvest and man-made use disaster throughout the country. And the government has pledged $15 million to conduct a rapid response to disaster victims. On the issue of the draft constitution bill, Minister Silla said the Ministry of Justice will table the bill at the National Assembly on 14 September 2020. On the current electricity shortage across the country, the Information Minister said that by the end of the year, the National Water and Electricity Company, NAWEC, will be operating reserve generator pursuant to mitigate any shortage as the World Bank and European Investment Bank are working on the upgrade rehabilitation of network and the OMVA ECOWAS program. The minister reveals that the Ministry of Agriculture, in promoting agricultural development in schools, has established agro-pastoral field schools in the southern and northern parts of Central River Region, Upper River Region, and Lower River Region, which will be used as knowledge and skills transfer project and to enhance good products of agricultural productivity. On the information of Gambia Revenue Authority, since the outbreak of the coronavirus, Silla said despite the impact of the coronavirus, the Gambia Revenue Authority is doing all it can to mobilize revenue for the state on the government efforts to ease the burden of business during the pandemic. Marie-Jeanne Adomu, reporting for Gambian Talents.
Now to sports. As Gambia is preparing for AFCON competition, the head of Scorpions, Tom Saint-Fain, on Monday reveals his provisional squad, which comprised of 40 Gambian players selected for AFCON friendlies in October. Our Ajibin Tundao files in this report.
Scorpions head coach Tom Stephen earlier today unveiled his provisional squad, which comprises of 40 players selected for AFCON qualifiers in October. The Gambia is expected to travel to Portugal for a training camp from the 5th to the 14th of October in 2020. The Scorpions are expected to have a friendly match with the Guinea-Conakry on October 13th, while there are plans to find another opponent with the specific team, which will be announced soon. I am Ajibin Tundao reporting for Gttv News.
And that was our Ajibin Tundao. And now, before we take leave of you, let's recap of the day's main stories. Gambia registered 2 new deaths and 23 new COVID-19 cases. The Attorney General and Minister of Justice on Monday presented the bill on a newly draft constitution tabled before the National Assembly for first reading. The National Assembly resumed sittings on Monday, 14 September, with the draft constitution, but a couple of journalists were denied entry to cover the third reading. At the weekly ministerial press conference, the Minister of Information, Communication and Infrastructure, Ibrahim Silla, updated the media on various ministerial situations affecting the country from various ministries. The head coach of Scorpions on Monday reveals his provisional squad, which comprised of 40 Gambian players selected for AFCON friendlies in October. This is all we have for you in today's bulletin. Do join us tomorrow for another bulletin. Do have a wonderful day.
Supersonic's money transfer is giving you an unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October. Yes! From now till the end of October, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice when you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland with Supersonic's money transfer. Amazing! So from now till the end of October, every time you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice. Only 100 bags available.
في سهر سنينا مقبلا للإله ذاك الهباء سيختجان هيبة تربة صفوني لك أزكى تسليم طول الليالي ليس يروي قلب المحب ذواتا في رقدي في تربيك المتالي
waa Baye Show fii ci Gambien Talangsi TV dañu ko isil chaque ajuma ñetti waxtu ba ñeenti waxtu
ولوف الخلق مالوف الناس غايب ولوف الخلق مالوف الناس غايب لا أنت ليسن من كل مقوس القوس برهما كولخ لا إله إلا الله لا